What's up, YT? It's your girl Shamika, and I am back with another video.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I need my niggas and my ladies to the floor, you dig? Represent, throw your zone up, bounce, you dig? Lawa. We in a place to be, so don't hate, homeboy. Two-step with me and just jig. Just jig. Just jig, my nigga, just jig. Just jig.
If you are new to this channel, please take a second to stop and hit that subscribe button, and make sure you turn on those post notifications too, so you know when we dropping these videos. Welcome back, squad, S&T gang, family. I miss you guys. Thank you for returning. So today I decided to turn on the camera and I guess do a little bit of a story time. So without further ado, let's get into this story time. All right, you guys, so today's story time is going to be about me upgrading my wife's wedding ring, finally, like after so long. Let me just rewind, recap, let me bring it back a bit for y'all. So we got married 6 years ago, so April 25th of 2014 is when we got married. Now, as most of you guys may know, we did not have like a big wedding. It was just too much to be like trying to plan, and the pricing and all that stuff. Like I feel like a wedding is more so, I guess, for your guests, so to speak, like, cause you're having to rent out the space, you're having to, you know, decorate, and you know, people have to have seatings, and you got to pick out meals, and like, it's just, I think it's just like a look for more so for the guests, maybe for the bride and groom too, or bride and bride, or groom and groom, maybe for them too, but I think the visuals is more so for your guests that'll be attending. So I was just like, I told my wife, I was like, look, I do not want to do that right now, because I knew that, you know, we're just starting our life, and I just did not want to start off in debt. So I was like, nah, let's just go and get married at the courthouse or whatever. Excuse me. Let's just keep it nice and small. We can plan for a reception, a big, you know, reception, or when we renew our vows, we can do something big, like in a few years or whatever. So she was like, oh, that's fine, you know, are you sure? Like, she kept asking me, and I'm like, yeah, I'm sure. So we went with that. Now, since, you know, we weren't planning a wedding, I felt like even though we went to the courthouse, like, that was a task within itself. Like, it was a lot to do. It was still a lot of preparation to be done. Like, I was overwhelmed, like, oh my gosh, what the heck? Like, how are we gonna do this? Because we had a set time and date to be at the courthouse to get married. So I was like, oh, at first when, you know, we booked it out, gave us some time, I'm like, oh, we'll have time to get everything done. But then it seemed like time started going quick, and I was like, oh my gosh, we gotta get rings, we gotta get dresses, we gotta get you, you know, your tux or whatever you wanna wear. You guys, so crunch time, it was on. So we're looking around for jewelry, trying to find, you know, the right ring. Now, I was like, you know, it doesn't have to be big, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be gigantic. Like, I didn't, you know, want like, I didn't want the wedding band set at the time. So you know how it comes with the engagement ring and then the band. So the wedding ring itself, like the engagement ring, was freaking huge. So I was like, man, and at that point in time, I was still busting it, we were still busting it, taking the, you know, train and bus to work, and we do live in the city. So I was like, man, I ain't trying to be looking all icy getting on the public transportation. So I'm like, yo, the engagement ring is good. Like, if I want to add the band later, we can do that later. So it comes to trying to get her ring, and I'm like, honey, like, I want you to get something nice, like, you know, I want it to be an eye popper, eye grabber, whatever. Like, no, we can just get something small. So I was like, so I got her this small band, which I now have adopted because she doesn't need it anymore. I upgraded her band, so I was just like, let me just recycle this and I'll just hang on to it until forever. So I just kind of like, I guess, I don't know, recycled it from her. So when we got her ring, I was like, honey, we was in there, I was like, look, I want you to get the ring that you want. Like, I was looking, I'm like, you know, this is cute, this is cute. They had so many different rings. And then of course the jeweler, it's like the jeweler be trying to get in your pockets. Like, it'd be like the price they give you, like they'll be like, yeah, so this is how much this really is, but with my discount I'm about to add and give you, and just because you cool, I'm gonna give you another discount because I thought you was cool, so I still want $3,000.
How much, man? For you? Give me 3 G's, chief. Man, 3 G's, please.
It's like, huh? It's you still want that much money? Like, oh my gosh. So I was in there like, oh man. I'm like, I want something nice, really, really nice, but I want something in a reasonable price. Like, don't be trying to freaking take my whole limbs, legs, arms, torso, in my head. Like, just give me something at a reasonable price. So we was looking around in there and she found something that she liked. The guy was really nice. I was like, okay, like, you wasn't in here like just trying to hustle people out of their money. You wasn't in here trying to be like hustle man or whatever. So she found the ring that she liked, and I might add, like, it is really nice. It's a nice gold ring, you know. I will post some pictures of the ring in here. Yes, so I was like, word, finally, woohoo. Like, I was just so happy to be able to upgrade my wife's ring. Like, all jokes aside, like, it was really, really bothering me that I'm walking around and I have, like, you know, a nice ring and she just had a plain, simple band. And my wife, you know, she works extremely, extremely hard, and I want to give her the world. She deserves the world. You know, life ain't easy, y'all. Life is not easy. Life is not easy and peachy. It's hard. But I will say that I'm willing to work hard and do whatever I need to do to make, you know, our dreams come true and for our marriage to just continue to flourish and grow. Like, so I was just so happy that I was able to do something like that, especially during this time that we're in. Because, boy, 6 years is a long time. 6 years is a long time. And, like, although, like, she wasn't, like, one of them naggy people. You know how some people be like, oh, just talking mad trash, like, just all day, every day. Like, she never really complained about her ring like that. Like, yeah, she'll throw, like, little jokes here and there, but that's how we are. Like, we clown, we joke around or whatever. But for the most part, like, I gotta say, like, she was just very, very happy with what she had. And that's, like, another thing that is, like, a major, you know, blessing, and, like, just such positive vibes about her. It's like, it's not always about the quantity or the quality or something. Like, just the notion or just the thought is enough for her. So, like, I was just, like, happy that I was able to upgrade it for real, because I was looking like, babe, nah, man, like, I can't be having you walking around here like that. So she was happy, you know. That's all I wanted to see, is just her be happy and to be smiling. And I was happy that I was able to do that for her. So I just hope that, you know, we just continue to grow and we continue to be able to do nice and loving and positive things like that. Like, not only just for her, like, but, you know, if we ever make it to a point on this platform to where we are, like, financially stable and, like, financially well off, like, I want to be able to help a lot of people, like, whoever is in need. Like, I want to be able to give back and help my community, like, because that is how we are going to grow. That is how we are going to rise above a lot of things that we are going through right now in this world. And I feel like, you know, we just need to come together and just be there and support each other, like through the weakest of times, you know, through the easiest of times, whatever amount of support that you can give your fellow brother or sister, do it. Like, that's the only way that we're going to be able to rise as a people, as a community. So, like, I just been, like, really just trying to stay positive and focus and give back when I can. Because when you give back, that's good karma. You know what I mean? So, like, I feel like the things that I've done prior to me being able to upgrade my wife's wedding ring is good karma. Like, if I see somebody outside that's homeless, that's asking for change, I'll give them some change if I have some. Or if I see somebody that, you know, is in need of something, if I'm able to do, I will do. And I know that, like, my wife is like a really, really big person on that. Like, one day we were out running some errands or doing something, not to get like completely off the subject, but it was started to pour and rain, and we had like extra umbrellas in our car. So my wife's like, oh my gosh, look at that lady over there just standing in the pouring rain. She was waiting for the bus, and she had groceries in her hand and everything like that. So my wife's like, well, let's just drive back around, let's give her an umbrella. And I'm looking at her at first like, huh? But then, like, once it started to sink in, and she was like, it's the right thing to do. Like, you know, this is if I'm able to help somebody, I want to be able to help somebody. So she got out the car, white t-shirt and all, got soaking wet. It came back in, like, it was like a wet t-shirt contest. Like, you could literally see through her shirt, but she was happy. She had the biggest smile on her face because she gave that lady the umbrella. And I feel like after that kind gesture, that kind moment, it was like a lot of positive things were happening for her in her favor. So, like, I feel like always, definitely, karma is true. It's real. I believe in it. So that's why I say, if you can do something for somebody else that, you know, you're able to do, or, you know, willing to do in that time of, in their time of need, do it, because good karma will come back around to you. And I feel like, you know, the good that we put out there, the good things that we do for people, or like for our community when we can, I feel like that enables us to have good karma and good blessings onto us and, you know, our life and everything surrounding. So with that being said, yeah, I felt like it was definitely worth the money spent, and my wife is extremely happy with the upgrade. I'm extremely happy with the upgrade, and I just want to continue to upgrade everything in her life, in our life, you know, in our family's life. And yeah, I just wanted to come on here and share that story, because that was just like, I don't know, just a really deep part that got me emotional when I was able to reach the top of that mountain or jump over that hurdle. Like, sometimes it's like, oh my God, am I ever gonna do this, or is this ever gonna get accomplished? Like, sometimes it might not go as fast as you want it to, but if you stay persistent and stay open-minded and positive, things will work out in your favor. So if there's something out there that you guys, you know, want to do, want to achieve, want to accomplish, and if it's not going as fast as you want it to, don't ever give up. It will happen. Just stick to it. Just stick to it. Stick to the grind. Stick to the game plan, and you will reach your goal. I'm telling you, after 6 years in counting, I was like, oh my God, I'm never going to be able to raise enough money to do this. And like, with the grace of God and, you know, just blessings from Him, like, He made it possible for me, even though it wasn't as fast as I wanted it to be, but I still got the mission accomplished. So at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like, I got what I wanted. So, and my wife got what she wanted, and my wife is happy. So at the end of the day, you know, you guys just got to stay positive and never, ever, ever, ever deter from what it is that you set your heart and your mind and soul to do. Because with Him, the man upstairs, any and everything is possible. I want to say thank you guys for tuning in and watching this video. Drop some comments down below. Like, let me know if some things that, some hurdles that you guys have may have jumped over or came across. Like, let's just throw it out there. Let's just see how many people had some life-changing stories that they thought like, oh my gosh, this will never happen, or I'll never feel like I will be able to obtain something like this, and you did. Like, I'm interested in knowing. Drop it down. Drop it down. We family. Drop it down in the comments. Come talk to your girl. I will definitely be in the comments looking out, trying to hear some stories that you guys have encountered, or, you know, some hurdles that you guys have overcome. And with that being said, I'm going to catch you guys in the next video. Peace.